Coming up on Citrus TV News, how you can score a free meal at faculty.
Syracuse University will take part in the Great American Smokeout.
Tons of snow shuts down Buffalo.
And more details are released on the death of Miss Honduras. Citrus TV News starts right now. Hello and welcome to Citrus TV News, live at 6 for Wednesday, November 19th. I'm Max Darrow.
And I'm Allie Bauman. Syracuse University is once again offering Winterlude. That's tonight's top story.
Well, if you're wondering what Winterlude is, you're not alone. Citrus TV's Caroline Strange tells us all about the special academic session.
University College's Winterlude is entering its second year here at SU.
This time we have a lot broader choice. It's more than 3 times as many classes as last time.
But that hasn't stopped the flood of questions about what Winterlude is.
You'd be surprised how many visiting students have asked questions about this from, places like Fairleigh Dickinson. The biggest questions have usually been, how do I sign on? And it's that full-time students have to get permission.
Vincent said a big draw for students is being able to take a class over break whenever and wherever they want. And the online format makes it accessible from anywhere that students have a laptop. But that's not the only draw.
A lot of times it is trying to lighten a load. It's actually technically part of the spring semester, but it's 4 weeks from December 15th to January 9th that students can take the class, just one, online.
The most popular class so far.
The anthropology class is our only writing intensive one, and that filled up really fast because a lot of people were trying to get that out of the way so that they could concentrate on what they really want to do the rest of the semester.
And what about the cost?
Need-based financial aid will be offered for students who register for Winterlude, but before you register, you can always stop by the Office of Financial Aid to check and see if you're eligible. Caroline Strange, Citrus TV News.
And now we'll head over to Citrus TV's weather anchor Brooke Glatz with today's first look.
Thanks, Allie. We're really starting to feel the brunt of this cold weather as we move into late November. With highs in the 30s and 20s all week and winds upward of 16 miles per hour, it's time to pull out the snow gear and bundle up. Right now it's 27 degrees with winds coming at about 9 miles per hour from the west. The high only reached up to 30 degrees today, but partly cloudy skies with temperatures will drop below freezing tonight. For your full weather forecast and to see if Thanksgiving break travel plans might be delayed, stay tuned for your full Citrus TV News weather forecast. Max and Allie, back to you.
Well, Syracuse, New York is best known for basketball, snow, and salt, but now the city is getting recognition for something else. Travel and Leisure magazine has named Syracuse the best college town in the entire country. Q's also got top honors for pizza and burgers, second prize for coffee and hipsters, and is fourth best college town for craft beer. Syracuse beat out Lafayette, Louisiana, and Charlottesville, Virginia for the top spot. And a new program is set to be introduced to Syracuse University next semester. The Student Association organized Chat and Dine to give students the opportunity to grab lunch with the professor for free. Starting this spring, students can request to have a meal with a faculty or staff member at SU. Once the meal is set up, the group will eat together in the Goldstein Alumni and Faculty Center. And students in Maxwell School have launched a new website. Senior geography majors worked all semester on geocues.com. The goal is to give potential students a look into the geography program from an undergraduate's eye. 17 seniors made up the team that created the site, and they revealed their work last night at the Maxwell Auditorium. The launch party coincides with National Geography Awareness Week.
And after canceling one show earlier this year, John Mulaney is back in Syracuse. The comedian is set to go on at 8 tonight in Goldstein Auditorium. His original show was scheduled for October 11th as part of the Orange Central celebrations, but Mulaney had to postpone. The comedian's new show, titled Mulaney, is in the first season on Fox. And tomorrow, the American Cancer Society marks the Great American Smoke Out. SU is taking part in the annual event with some activities here on campus. This is the first Great American Smoke Out since the university announced its plans to go tobacco-free by summer of 2015. The Smoke Out encourages people to quit smoking. For those of you hoping to kick that habit, cold turkey sandwiches will be given out at the Shine Student Center.
And after the break, more than 6 feet of snow have been dumped on Buffalo.
And Israel is responding to a vicious attack on a synagogue in Jerusalem. That and more when we come back.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Learning how to kickflip 6 stairs takes determination. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans. These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids. Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. But so is the solution.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
A massive snowstorm left the outskirts of Buffalo with more than 6 feet of snow. With major roadways closed and cars trapped, it's advised to stay off the roads in these areas. A bus carrying the Niagara women's basketball team was buried for 26 hours before being rescued. At least 5 deaths due to car accidents and 2 due to heart attacks from shoveling snow have been reported. The National Guard has been sent to help clean up the lake-effect storm, and yesterday Governor Cuomo declared a state of emergency in several western New York counties. And while weather isn't the only factor that's blocking things this week, the Senate blocked 2 high-stake bills on Tuesday. Republican opponents struck down a piece of legislation that would help to curb NSA surveillance. However, Democrats won a single key vote to kill the Keystone Pipeline bill. That fell just short of the 60 votes needed to move on. Republicans vow this is just a speed bump for the project, as they plan on having much more success come January when they take control of the Senate. And staying on the political front, President Obama will lay out his immigration plan in a prime-time address tomorrow night. Although his details of his announcement have not been released, sources say an outline includes deferring deportations for the parents of U.S. citizens, which could affect nearly 3.5 million people. Back in June, the president noted he wouldn't wait for Congress to act, causing outrage from Republicans.
In news from around the world, Israeli and Jewish worshippers returned to the Jerusalem synagogue, where 4 worshippers were killed just yesterday. Many from the region are seeking comfort, prayer, and safety. Israel is now taking strict precautions to deal with the steep rise in Palestinian attacks. And today, Israeli security forces demolished the home of a Palestinian involved in a previous attack in Jerusalem back in October. A report from the Human Rights Watch claims that police in Indonesia are still conducting invasive physical tests to check for female recruits' virginities. Females in Indonesia who want to be a part of the police force must be unmarried virgins. Since the report was released, a police spokesperson said that the tests are done to make sure they don't have any communicable diseases and the candidates are in peak physical condition. The Indonesian police force has tried to change these tests, but all attempts have been unsuccessful. And 2 men are in custody in connection with the deaths of Honduran beauty queen Maria Jose Alvarado Munoz and her sister. The 2 went missing last week, just days before Munoz was supposed to compete in the Miss World pageant. The sisters were last seen leaving a party. Contestants of the Miss World pageant will hold a service on Sunday to honor the 2 victims. And fighters loyal to the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria continue to spread throughout the Middle East. The Libyan city of Derna now has more than 800 ISIS fighters and operates with half a dozen camps stationed in the city's outskirts. Reports say that the Libyan branch of ISIS has gained control of the courts, the local radio, education, and all aspects of administration. This city of 100,000 is not far from Egypt and only 200 miles from the closest members of the European Union.
And now we'll take a look at your full weather forecast with Citrus TV's weather anchor, Brooke Glatz.
Thanks, Max. So as you can see, the current temperature right now is 27 degrees, but it feels more like 19 with the winds coming from the south-southeast at about 9 miles per hour. The high today was 30 and the low is going to be 25 tonight. So humidity, not too bad. Partly cloudy skies, so we did get to see the sun, which warmed us up a little bit, but not that much. Moving on into tonight, you can see that we are going to start getting a little bit of snow, but do not worry, it is nothing like Buffalo. Just a couple flakes, not much. Low 25, humidity 63, so not too bad. Precipitation about 50%. Moving into tomorrow, you can see that the high will be 30 degrees and the low is going to be 21. Again, we're only going to have about 1 inch of accumulation of snow, so not too much to worry about. Winds coming from the west-southwest at about 16 miles per hour, so it will be cold and we'll definitely need to break out the scarf and gloves tomorrow. Moving into our current temperatures, you can see that Syracuse is at 28, but if we move into the other regions, you can see that it's a lot of 30s, like Philadelphia is at 31, New York is 2, Baltimore at 32. 20 is more in like the main area, but it's just going to keep getting colder and colder as we move closer into winter. Moving on to the current dew points, you can see that most of the country is starting to feel the very dry effects of winter. Only more comfortable down south and on the west coast, but it's going to be dry for the next couple months. Moving into the current precipitation forecast, we can see Buffalo is getting a lot of snow, totally dumped on. That is going to move in a little bit towards us, but we aren't going to have the lake effects. It'll just be some flakes and flurries coming from the clouds. And moving into the 5-day forecast, we can see that today, partly cloudy skies, high of 30, low of 25. Moving into tomorrow and Friday, the days that people are going to start going home for break, we are going to see a little snow. Temperatures are going to be 30, 29 highs, lows in the 20s, 19 on Friday night into Saturday, but then temperatures will start to rise up again for the weekend, and it'll be partly cloudy skies again.
All right, Brooke, so I think the big question on everyone's mind is, are we going to get that 5 feet of snow that other people in New York got?
Luckily, we will not. Those are the lake effects that they're seeing. We are not going to get those at all, just whatever the regular precipitation is coming from the clouds. So just some flurries, about 1 inch of accumulation on the ground.
Good. Looking to next week, will we have a white Thanksgiving here in Syracuse?
You know, it all depends. Right now it's saying maybe, but that all could change. It's a week out, so it's a little too early to tell.
And I'm traveling down to Connecticut on Friday. How are the road conditions going to be? Is it going to be snowy?
You know, if you're on the highways, they'll probably be pretty clear. Again, not too much accumulation, so you shouldn't really have a problem there.
Okay, great. Thank you, Brooke.
And when we come back, you're exchanging a lot more than love with each kiss.
And Bill Cosby is facing more public allegations of sexual assault. Citrus TV will be right back.
Hey, my name's Katie and I'm in the 9th grade. I'm an A average student and I'm an athlete working towards a scholarship. And everybody tells me how much potential I have. But I just wish someone would tell me where my next meal is coming from. Katie, how'd I do?
Do you have to be so serious?
Well, I mean, I did like a crazy dance in a movie if you want me to like, you know, do a little, no.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
We are different. Society should aspire to be more like us.
Be part of the first class. Get energized. Get outside.
Hold on, guys. It's gonna get bumpy.
And get moving. Experience the power of physical activity. Join the movement at ActionHeroAlliance.com.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Well, here's something to think about the next time you're kissing your significant other. According to the journal Microbiome, a passionate kiss that lasts more than 10 seconds transfers millions of bacteria between you and your partner.
The study was conducted by having couples kiss after consuming probiotic yogurt, which has many of the same bacteria that are found in saliva. All bacteria levels that were tested in the subjects' mouths showed significant increases, which researchers concluded resulted in the transfer of more than 80 million bacteria. And a new robot unveiled in a South Florida hospital can do what humans certainly cannot.
Using ultraviolet light, the robot can destroy any virus in just 5 minutes. Created by Xenex Disinfection Services, the robot makes up for much human error when cleaning hospitals, bringing infection rates down by more than 60%.
This technology leaves hospital patients and workers safer and, better yet, kills the Ebola virus on surfaces in only 2 minutes.
And it seems like Target's customers are getting over last year's massive credit and debit card data breach.
Today, the retailer reported earnings were up in its third quarter, which ended November 1st. Profit and revenue both beat Wall Street's estimates.
The news comes nearly a year after 110 million Target customers had their credit card and personal information compromised during the holiday shopping season.
Target says the breach has cost the company $140 million before taxes so far this year. Well, if you travel on JetBlue Airways, you could be soon paying more and be getting less.
The airline company says it will begin making 3 classes of tickets come mid-2015. But here's the catch. If you buy tickets from the lowest class, you'll have to pay for the bags you check in.
JetBlue also says it will increase the number of seats on planes from 150 to 165, but passengers will lose an inch of legroom between rows. Guess we'll just have to take what we can get, huh?
I guess so. And yet another sexual assault claim against Bill Cosby has been made. Former supermodel Janice Dickinson says she was raped by Cosby in 1982 after dinner together in Lake Tahoe, but neither of their attorneys have commented on the case.
Drug and rape allegations against Cosby have resurfaced over the past few weeks. He refused to answer questions about these claims in an interview with NPR on Saturday, and now his Netflix special has been postponed.
Changing gears, and the sexiest man alive is... Well, sadly, it's not me, Allie.
Not yet, anyways. People magazine announced its 2014 selection. Chris Hemsworth, the Australian-born actor, has captured hearts as Marvel's Thor.
Hemsworth and his wife, actress and model Elsa Pataki, also welcomed twins earlier this year.
The actor joins a long list of sexiest men alive, including Ryan Reynolds, Channing Tatum, and Bradley Cooper.
Guess I'll just have to wait until next year. They should really start looking at news anchors as candidates.
Coming up on Sports, SU football looks to keep spirits high for the season's final 2 games and some NBA action from Milwaukee and Atlanta. Sports on News, back in 2.
Now it's time for This Week in Bad Stats.
Bad stats?
Horrible stats. Here goes. 132.
That's how many batters struck out 4 times in one game last season.
Wow, very good. Here's a tough one, though. 3 and 4.
No idea.
That's how many kids witnessed bullying. 3 out of 4.
That's not a good stat.
No, it's not, but it can change. Kids want to help, but they don't know how. Visit stopbullying.gov and give them the tools they need to help prevent bullying.
There are plenty of safe ways kids can help at stopbullying.gov.
Packers. Viking. Packers. Viking. Viking.
Red state. Blue state. Vegan.
Carnivore.
We come from different places.
Uptown. Downtown.
Night owl.
Early bird.
We come to different conclusions.
Half empty.
Half full.
But when we live united, we create real, lasting change in the building blocks of life. The education, income, and health of our communities, our families,
United.
even the person next to us.
Live united.
Real change won't happen without you. So give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Sign up at liveunited.org.
Welcome to my block party. Glad you can make it.
The only triple doubles you get come with fries.
Last time you blocked someone, you were online.
I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool.
Not cool.
Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
A disappointing 3-7 record and no bowl game for the first time since 2011. But as SU heads down to Pittsburgh on Saturday, the Orange hopes to play spoiler to the Panthers' bowl hopes. There still is something to play for.
I told them a story last week, basically that if they're mistaken if they don't think a momentum of the end of one season can't carry over into another. You know, as far as how we finish the year, and we're going to Pittsburgh, where Sean Hickey's from, 20 minutes from the stadium, one of our seniors, and I don't think he's ever played there. You know, so there's a lot of reasons to play for the seniors and just try to build momentum. You know,
There are 35 days until Christmas, but you might as well just call Coach Mac Santa Claus. Old St. Mac and the SU men's soccer team are giving away free tickets to the first 250 students for Sunday's second-round NCAA tournament game against either Penn State or Hartwick. SU received a rather surprising number 9 seed for the tourney, and if Hartwick pulls off the upset over Penn State on Thursday, Mac would face his former team. Mac both played for the Hawks and coached the team for 6 years before coming to Syracuse. Men's soccer made history earlier this month with the first ever #1 ranking in program history. Now the men's cross-country team is joining in on the fun. SU moved up to #2 in the polls, the highest ranking in program history, heading into the NCAA championships this weekend. The Orange looks for its first title in cross-country since 1951 this Saturday at Indiana State University. From the end of one season to the very beginning of another, the SU women's basketball team travels to Duquesne tonight after winning the season opener over Fordham on Sunday. Alexis Peterson was the shining star of Sunday's 59-42 victory, scoring a career-high 19 points. The Orange looks to keep up a winning trend on the road, winning its road opener each of the past 3 seasons. Tip-off is at the top of the hour. Now to some NBA action. Knicks in Milwaukee last night, and we started off here with Brandon Knight sinking the deep tray. Bucks go into the half up big, but the Knicks would come back. Fourth quarter now, Tim Hardaway Jr. takes the pass, goes baseline, finishes with the finger roll. The Knicks cut it all the way down to 10 after being down 26 in the third. And now more from the Knicks. Melo with the fadeaway jumper, 108-100. The Knicks within single digits. And they would add on Amon Shumpert with the dirty crossover and the reverse slam. They cut it all the way to 4, but the Bucks would come back. Ersan Ilyasova with the step back buries the baseline jumper. Bucks are up, and they would go on to win 117-113. And at the tender age of 36, Kobe Bean Bryant still has a little something left in the tank. Following a 44-point performance against Golden State on Sunday, the Black Mamba added 20 more last night in the Lakers' second win of the season over Atlanta. But more importantly, Kobe made history last night, becoming only the 4th player in NBA history to score over 32,000 points in his career. Now to the NHL and some hockey on the ice. The Penguins in Montreal to face the Canadiens in a battle of first-place teams. Here on the turnover, Bo Bennett takes advantage, puts one in the back of the net. Penguins up 1-0 early in the first period. Now we move on to the second. Penguins already up 2. Finds the trailing Brandon Sutter here, puts it in the back of the net, past Carey Price. Penguins up 3-0 on the assist from Bo Bennett. And now Evgeny Malkin with the shot. The rebound goes off. Sidney Crosby finds it in front of the net, puts it in. Here's the replay. There you see the puck crossing across. Sidney Crosby takes advantage, puts it past Carey Price. Now a turnover leads to a chance for the Canadiens, but Marc-Andre Fleury had it going last night. The pad save. He had 27 saves in a shutout victory. The Penguins win 4-0.
So Ben, tell me about this soccer game coming up for Syracuse. Do you think they can do it?
I think they're probably going to play Penn State, the much better team, although it would be a great drama-filled game against Hartwick if they came back to SU Soccer Stadium. But I think SU will play Penn State and probably get that victory.
Great. Thank you, Ben. And after the break, Brooke Glatz will give us one final look at the weather.
Stick around. Citrus TV will be right back.
Hey, I'm Anderson Cooper. As a parent, you want to make sure that your child knows how to deal with bullying when they see it happening. And chances are they want to help, but they don't really know how. Well, teach them that the best thing to do is calmly walk away, find a teacher or other adult, and speak up. And do your part. Be that adult they can talk to and trust will listen. Join me to help stop bullying. Go to stopbullying.gov to find out more.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
Turning a 20-foot wall into a canvas takes vision. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextsstopwrecks.org.
How you doing? My name's Steve. My family's lived in this neighborhood for years. Recently, things got so tight, we had to go to our local food bank for help. I lost a lot of sleep worrying about what the neighbors might think. That is until I saw them there, too. How'd I do, Steve?
A little stiff. You could have done a little better.
What? Come on. You know, I have an Academy Award.
Yeah, but not for playing me.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Now, Brooke, what are we looking at tomorrow weather-wise?
Tomorrow when you wake up, it'll be a low of 28, but it'll get up to 30 by noon. It is going to be cold, so make sure you wear lots of layers, a scarf, and your big winter coat. Winds will be coming at about 14 miles per hour from the southwest, so it will be very, very chilly. And again, like I said, light snow, about accumulation of an inch. Moving on later into the day, you will see that temperatures will stay. Again, the high is going to be 30 and drop all the way down to 21, so make sure you do bundle up. Max and Allie, back to you.
Thank you, Brooke. Now, my co-anchor Max has a secret passion. One of his favorite ways to relax is by dressing up as a cow and grazing on the quad.
Well, apparently so, but that's right, Allie. One of my fellow cows, however, at Ohio University was a subject of abuse this weekend after a cruel fan tipped him over.
The cow is reportedly okay, but just as a precaution, Max, I'm hereby informing the Cow Protection Society to make sure your grazing sessions aren't disturbed. Well, that does it for us. Thanks for watching Citrus TV News live at 6. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and follow at Citrus TV News on Twitter. I'm Allie Bauman.
And I'm Max Darrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Syracuse.